It is August 14th, 2023. You're watching this report. Before we begin, I want to show you something very interesting. Sir Mahesh Patel, a billionaire businessman, was recently featured in a book called The Power of Perseverance. The author of the book is Paul Upham, an acclaimed journalist. And what makes this so fascinating is that the book has already become a top 10 bestseller in the biography, memoir, and true story category on Amazon. That is absolutely insane. So, today, in honor of this amazing accomplishment, I would like to share with you the incredible story of Sir Mahesh Patel, a man who has not only overcome countless obstacles in his life, but has used his experiences to inspire millions around the world. His story is a testament to the power of perseverance and a shining example of how one can achieve success no matter what challenges they may face. Mahesh was born in 1950 in Nairobi, Kenya, to Indian immigrant parents. His father, who ran a small shop, instilled in Mahesh the values of hard work and resilience that would become the cornerstones of his life. However, when Kenya gained independence from British colonial rule in 1963, things took a turn for the worse. Following Kenya's independence, there was a lot of political unrest and instability. The country experienced a lot of ethnic violence, and there was a lot of tension between the Kikuyu people, who were the majority, and the smaller ethnic groups, particularly the Asians, who were seen as outsiders and were often targeted for their wealth and businesses. Mahesh's family decided to move to the United Kingdom in the late 1960s in search of better opportunities and safety. When Mahesh arrived in London, he and his family were considered immigrants, but they were also seen as outsiders by many people because of their race and culture. They faced a lot of xenophobia and were often treated as second-class citizens. For example, they could not vote, they could not buy property, and they were often denied jobs because of their race. Despite all these challenges, Mahesh and his family worked hard to make a life for themselves in their new home. At age 18, after attending night classes to get qualifications in business and accountancy, Mahesh left school to help support his family financially. He started doing odd jobs in factories and became a bus conductor in London. During this time, Mahesh and his family lived in cramped, shared rooms, and he had to endure racial slurs and other forms of discrimination on a daily basis. But despite all these hardships, Mahesh never gave up. He was determined to make something of himself and provide a better life for himself and his family. After a few years of working odd jobs, Mahesh had saved enough money to start his own business. In 1976, he founded the CPL Group with just £500 that he borrowed from a sympathetic uncle. Despite having little money to start with, Mahesh was determined to succeed. He imported poultry and dairy products from East Africa and sold them to supermarkets. In the UK, his business was one of the first to supply fresh produce to supermarkets, and he quickly built a reputation for selling high-quality products at competitive prices. In the late 1970s, the UK experienced an oil crisis that disrupted supply chains and caused inflation to skyrocket. This made it difficult for Mahesh to import his product from East Africa. But he was able to use his ingenuity and resourcefulness to find alternative suppliers and keep his business afloat. Despite the challenges, Mahesh continued to grow his business, and in the 1980s, he expanded into other areas such as logistics and real estate. However, in the early 1980s, Mahesh made a big mistake that almost cost him everything. He decided to expand his business into Europe, but he did not do his homework, and he ended up losing a lot of money. This setback could have easily defeated a lesser person, but Mahesh was not one to give up. He picked himself up and started working hard again. He cut costs, increased efficiency, and focused on his core business. Eventually, he was able to turn things around, and his business began to grow again. One of the key factors that helped Mahesh succeed was his ability to embrace change and adapt to new circumstances. For example, when the demand for his products changed, he was quick to adjust his offerings. When the health of his employees was at risk, he was quick to implement measures to protect them. When there was a need to comply with new government regulations, he was quick to make the necessary changes. By being flexible and adaptable, Mahesh was able to overcome many obstacles and keep his business thriving. Another factor that contributed to Mahesh's success was his ability to build strong relationships with his customers and suppliers. He was known for his honesty and integrity, and he was always willing to go the extra mile to help his customers. This reputation allowed him to build a loyal customer base that helped him weather many storms. Additionally, Mahesh was always willing to negotiate and find mutually beneficial solutions, which helped him to build strong relationships with his suppliers. Despite his success, Mahesh never forgot his roots, and he was always willing to help those in need. He established the Patel Foundation in the 1990s, which focuses on helping women and children in Kenya, India, and the UK. Through this foundation, Mahesh has been able to make a positive impact on the lives of millions of people. As Mahesh's business grew, so did the number of people he employed. Today, the corporate group employs thousands of people across the world and provides job opportunities to many people who might otherwise struggle to find work. Mahesh has also been recognized for his contributions to the UK economy and has received several awards and honors, including being knighted by Queen Elizabeth II in 2015. Throughout Mahesh's career, he has faced many obstacles and challenges, but he has always persevered and come out stronger on the other side. His story is an inspiration to many people around the world and shows that with hard work, determination, and a positive attitude, anything is possible. Thank you for listening to my report. If you enjoyed the story of Sir Mahesh Patel, please subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. And if you know someone who could benefit from hearing his story, please share this video with them. Let's continue to uplift and inspire each other to achieve our dreams. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, keep persevering towards your goals.